the visa bulletin. Any updates, Carl? Any predictions?
Yeah, well, it just the June visa bulletin just came out, and as we all predicted, the Philippines third is current, and we expect it to remain current not only hopefully through the rest of this fiscal year, which ends in September, but it'll probably be current all during the next fiscal year, which starts on October the 1st. Charlie Oppenheim from the State Department is estimating that the number of employment-based green cards, which is normally 140,000, will probably be at least doubled in the next year because the pandemic, the lack of family-based immigration coming to the U.S., those numbers are transferred over if they're not used to the employment categories. So, I mean, there's never been a better time to immigrate to the U.S. if you're a nurse. And one other thing I'd like to point out, so Charlie Oppenheim started a couple of months ago doing something called Chats with Charlie, where he makes predictions about the coming year. So you don't have to listen to my predictions. He's the one who actually makes the visa bulletin. So on the 24th, next week, on May 24th, he'll be coming out with his latest predictions, and you can sign up and you can watch it on YouTube. We have it on our page. I'm sure the other people on the panel have it on their page as well. So you can get a link and be on with Charlie and submit your questions for Charlie to answer. So it's a great service. It happens once a month. And I would advise anybody who's interested in future movement of the visa bulletin to engage.
Yeah, thank you, Carl. And as Carl said, there really has been no better time to come to the US than it is right now. I mean, Carl, how long have you been an immigration lawyer for? I know you've told us on the
Oh, I don't know. It was a couple centuries ago I started, I think. But yeah, but I mean, you make a good point. Just think of it. In October 2015, the wait for a nurse born in the Philippines to come to the U.S. was 7 years. And even if you're prepared to wait 7 years, believe me, all our hundreds of hospital clients, nobody was petitioning nurses back then because they needed them right away. They weren't going to wait 7 years. If you don't do it now and the next fiscal, I mean, remember, it's not just when you apply, it's when you get the green card. So if you apply now, you may get your green card in a year or so. If you apply 6 months from now, you'll still be within the fiscal year, but the numbers, when they go backwards, we call it retrogression. So it's possible you may have to wait years to come into the U.S. if you wait 6 months to a year from now to start the process. This is the perfect time. I don't think they'll, in my 40-something years, Tanya, of both working for the Immigration Service and practicing immigration law and private practice, there's never been a better time. And it would be just a terrible mistake to let this chance go by.
Yeah, there really is, Carl, a lot of good news now. I mean, a lot of the NCLEX training centers have been opening up now. The IELTS centers have been opening up. So if anybody has not yet passed their NCLEX exam or looking to take their IELTS exam, get on it. As Carl said, there's a window of opportunity.